2,300 fans made an incredible effort to come and support you here today. How happy are you to have sent them home happy?
Yeah, I'm delighted for them, for us, for everybody connected with Newcastle. Today was a big game in our season, we knew that. I wasn't shy in saying that to the players before the game. Thought they responded absolutely magnificently from kick-off, really. Really good feel about the group. There was a good tempo to our performance, and this is before the sending off. I know it was early in the game, but I had a confident feel about the group today, and so delighted with the players and for the supporters.
And with the red card, firstly, do you think it was the right decision? And secondly, what did you do so well after that?
I do think it was a red card. Now, I'm not one for red cards, really, because they spoil games at times, especially when they're so early. But if it's dangerous and reckless and endangers the other player, which I felt this tackle did, and I think it's the right call. And I think the good thing about it is that's what the beauty of VAR, that's the good side of it, where the referee is able to review what's happened and see whether that is endangering another player.
And you took on a very good team. They were sixth in the table before the game. So what pleased you the most about the way you went about the task?
I think in those games it's very easy when it's 11v10 to slow the game down too much, to almost be lulled into a false sense of security. You've got a long time to score. But they're very difficult games, and defences can be very stubborn, as we found going back to our game against Norwich last year at home. There's ways to win with 10, although it's very difficult, and I thought the players were always wanting to score. We were very positive and progressive with our passing, and full credit to the players for that.
I suppose it helped that Callum Wilson gave you the lead so quickly after they had gone down to 10 men. You've known him a long time. How big for it will it be that he's come back with a goal after 2 months out?
Yeah, hugely important for him and for us that we have our strikers scoring, and Callum today came into the team and wasn't the hardest goal he'll ever score, but it's all about his positioning and his desire to score, and it's evident in that moment that he knows where to be, and that's always been the hallmark of his career. So delighted for him, he never lets us down, and yeah, very pleased.
Miggy Almiron, 2 goals for him. His first one an absolute stunner, but did his second one actually please you even more, the way he came in at the far post like that?
Yeah, it does. I think both goals have hugely powerful things for Miggy to reflect on. I think the first one just shows the quality he has with that left foot. It's very similar, I think, to his goal against Crystal Palace last year at home, which was a game-defining moment, and it was for us today, because once it goes 2-0 it's difficult for them. But you're right, I think the second goal is a goal scorer's goal. It's a tapping in the 6-yard box. It's a really good team move, but Miggy needs to add more of those to his game if he can. I know he's trying to, but certainly 3 goals is a good return so far this season.
And for Sean Longstaff, was the goal not just a reward for his performance, but for the whole midfield unit's display?
Yeah, I thought the midfield worked well today. I think a different dynamic with Joe Willock and Sean and Bruno. I think they're all quite similar in terms of very technical, very athletic, skillful players, but I thought Sean's intelligence was there. It was evident. His creativity around the box was evident, and it was great to see him score. 4 changes today. How many of them were enforced? How many were tactical, roughly? Off the top of my head, I think probably 3 were enforced and 1 was tactical. I think there's been a mixture of different things the last 2 weeks. It's been very difficult. A lot of injuries, a lot of illness as well, which forced my hand a little bit today. But also it shows the strength of the squad. So we've made those changes, but I think the team wasn't harmed by that, and that's a really positive thing in a season where we've got games condensed like no other season, really.
And after all the injury problems that you have had, does a performance like that give you kind of more headaches, but in a different way, a better way?
I prefer those headaches to the one that I've had, to be honest. The headaches when your hands are forced and you're losing your tactical flexibility aren't healthy or helpful. So I'd much prefer the headaches where you're having to leave players out. They do bring different problems, but I think that's the ones you want as a manager.
Just finally, you're only 8 games in, but does that result make what was an encouraging start, a solid start, a decent start? Now, does it become a good start to the season?
Yeah, I think it's a solid start. I think we're demanding of the group. We always want more. I think the performances have been very good. The points return is probably slightly down on where we should be, but I think that's a positive sign. We need to keep the performances high, and I think we'll get more results.